Hello students, I am Vidya from GK Jain School. Now I am going to teach you about animals tissues. This animal tissue consists two types. One is simple animal tissue and another one is compound tissue. What is mean by simple tissues? Simple tissue means, as we know already, the tissue means which consists two or more types of cells. The tissue consists of similar kinds of cells or different kinds of cells. But when the cells are grouped together to perform specific function, then it will be called as tissues. But in the simple tissue, the tissue composed of a similar kinds of cells in their structure and function, then it will be called as simple tissue. So in the animal, some of the tissues are composed of similar kinds of cell in their structure and their function. So that are the simple tissues. And what is mean by compound tissues? Some tissues are composed of different kinds of cells in their structure and their functions. So those type of tissues are called as compound tissues. So that animals have simple tissues as well as compound tissues. So these tissues are further classified into four different kinds. One is epithelial tissues and connective tissue, muscular tissue and nerves tissues. Epithelial tissues, connective tissue, muscular tissue and nerves tissues. So in this video we will discuss about the epithelial tissues. What is mean by epithelial tissues? In the similar way, these epithelial tissues also classified into simple tissue and compound tissue. Simple epithelial tissues and and compound epithelial tissues. And what are the functions of these epithelial tissues? The skin. Our skin is made up of epithelial tissues. It forms the outer covering of the body surface and protect the underlying cells from injury and any microbial infections. Since our skin made up of epithelial tissues, our skin it is act as a protecting layer to the cells. What are the parts underlying? So for those parts it act as a protecting layer and they are protecting the cells and other parts present in our body from any type of injury or any microbial infection. And these epithelial tissues also help in absorption of water and nutrients. This also absorb water and nutrients. Since our small intestine and large intestines are made up of these kinds of epithelial tissues, the walls of the intestine, small intestine, absorbs nutrients that are present in the digestive food particles. And our large intestine is made up of these kinds of epithelial tissues. In that way, the walls of the large intestine absorbs water or present in the undigested food. And here it is also involves in the elimination of waste products. So where the waste product will get removed? From the blood. From the blood, the waste products will be get removed by the kidney tubulars. So the kidney tubulars also made up of epithelial tissues. The nephron are made up of epithelial tissues. In such way, it is also involved in the elimination of waste products. And it is also do the function of secretory functions. It is also some epithelial tissues also do the function of secretory. For example, sweat glands, salivary glands, and also it is involved in the secretion of enzymes. So these are the examples of secretory epithelial tissues. And these epithelial tissues, they are classified according to their structure. So what are the types of epithelial tissues based on their structure? So that is simple epithelial tissues. So these simple epithelial tissues further classified according to their structure as squamous epithelial tissues, simple squamous epithelial tissues and simple cuboidal epithelial tissues. They are cubic in structure, and simple columnar epithelial tissues and simple ciliated epithelial tissues and simple glandular epithelial tissues. So we will see about the types of epithelial tissues based on their structure. Simple epithelial tissues. If the tissues contains a single layer of the cell, then it will be called as simple epithelial tissues. Its cells contains only single layer. It is resting on the basement membrane. You can see in this picture, this is a simple epithelial tissues, one of the simple epithelial tissues of squamous epithelial tissues. Okay, it consists a single layer of the cell, and that single layer of the cells are lying on the basement membrane. This is the basement membrane. It lies on the basement membrane. Okay, it is the example for the simple epithelial tissues. Compound epithelial tissues means the tissue which composed a many layer of the cell, means that is called as compound epithelial tissues. The tissue which contains more than 2 layers. If it contains many layers of the cell, means it is called as a compound epithelial tissues, but in which the deepest layer of the cell only lies on the basement membrane in type of compound epithelial tissues. Okay, so the types of simple epithelial tissues are squamous epithelial tissues. So this is the structure of squamous epithelial tissues. It is these cells are flat and the nuclei are prominent. The nuclei are prominent, but these cells have irregular boundaries. So these are the boundaries of the cell. So they are not regular in shape. The boundaries are irregular in this type of squamous epithelial tissues, which form delicate lining of the body cavity. For example, lining of the buccal cavity and a kidney tubulus and our tongue. So all the lining are formed by this simple squamous epithelial tissues. And another one is cuboidal epithelial tissues. So this is the structure of the cuboidal epithelial tissues, because the cells are cubic in size. See, you can see in this picture, the cells are cube in structure, but it consists nuclei at the center of the cell. So the nuclei are present at center of the cell. The deepest layer of these cells are rest on the basement membrane. This is what basement membrane. Basement membrane, and this is connective tissue. So this cuboidal epithelial tissues lies on the basement membrane, and below that connective tissues are present. So these epithelial tissues are present above the connective tissues. And here these cuboidal epithelial tissues are found in thyroid vesicles, salivary glands and sweat glands, exocrine glands. So the surface of these glandular part are made by this cuboidal epithelial tissues. So you can found in thyroid vesicles, salivary glands, sweat glands and exocrine glands. And the main function of this cuboidal epithelial tissues are absorption and secretion. So that is why these epithelial tissues are found in glandular surfaces. And here columnar epithelial tissues, and they have pillar-like cells. These tissues contains pillar-like structure of cells, and they are slender and elongated. So it is found in the lining of duct, small intestine and colon then oviduct. So you can found these type of columnar epithelial tissues in oviduct and the colon, lining of the duct, small intestine. Okay. So this is also having the important function of absorption and secretion. The next one is ciliated columnar epithelial tissues. It is nothing but when this pillar like structure of this type of columnar epithelial tissues have hair-like structure, the growth of delicate hair-like structure on their surface like this. If this columnar epithelial tissues have like this structure, then it will be called as ciliated epithelial tissues. So it is involved in the movement of the particles. The particles are move because of the ciliated things, hair-like structure. The particles are moved from one place to another place because of this hair-like structure which is present in the columnar epithelial tissues. Then these type of cells are called as ciliated epithelial tissues. For example, the movement of the food particles from mouth to down to stomach, it is enabled by this ciliated epithelial tissues. Our food pipe, esophagus or lining of the esophagus is made up of ciliated epithelial tissues. So which make the food particles to move from mouth to stomach, and it is also present in the fallopian tube which make the egg to move from one place to another place. So this is what about the ciliated epithelial tissues. And another one is the glandular epithelial tissues that we will see with the picture.
This is what glandular epithelium. Epithelial cells are often modified to form specialized gland cells which secrete chemical substances at the epithelial surface. So this is what surface of the epithelial tissues. So at the surface of the epithelial tissues, it secretes some of the juices and enzymes. For example, the lines of the gastric glands and pancreatic tubulus, intestinal glands. So these lines of these glands are made up of glandular epithelial tissues. And next one, we are going to see about the compound epithelium. So as I told you already, it consists of more than one layer of cells and gives as a stratified appearance. So here these are the simple epithelial tissues, and these are the compound epithelial tissues. So it consists, so these are compound epithelial tissues. It consists of more than one layer of the cell that you can see in this picture. The main function of this epithelium is give to protection to the underlying tissues against mechanical and chemical stress. They also cover the dry surfaces of the skin, the moist surface of the buccal cavity and pharynx. And that one more thing, that epithelial tissues in the skin function as a waterproof membrane. So this is what about the compound epithelial tissues. So this compound epithelial tissues also classified as stratified squamous epithelium, stratified cuboidal epithelium, and stratified columnar epithelium, and pseudo stratified columnar epithelium. That means the ciliated epithelium, that ciliated stratified columnar epithelium. So based on the structure of the cells which is present in the epithelial tissues.
I hope this video will be very useful for you all. If you want more updates on educational videos like this, don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel GK Jain. Thank you.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.